Meanwhile, the chopped up girl's boyfriend enters the room and is quite horrified to find that his girlfriend is... alive?
Are you kidding me? They kept that in the film? You can clearly see her breathing and moving. How did they think they could get away with this shot?
Oh, and don't think calling the cops is gonna do a whole crapload of good either.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye. Here you go. A guy can't get any sleep around here at all, for crying out loud.
Oh, cops.
So the two go to tie up the old man and return to the cabin where everyone has met up. But the men decide to go look for the girls that died in the beginning and leave the women to do their own little things.
God, we've got something to keep us busy.
Yes.
Wow. It's boring and sexist. Next thing you know, they're gonna have the women clean up the blood after the killer.
As all the women sit around waiting for the guys, the killer stalks around the house and finally does what he's supposed to be doing.
Could it be an actual kill scene?
In fact, he actually chops her up a few more times just for good measure.
It's like he's apologizing for the last kill, which he should.
The men then return, they find the corpse, and one of them gets a shotgun to go outside and take care of the killer. On their way, they find out that Joe is still tied up, and like the good people they are, they leave him there and go back to the cabin even though his innocence has clearly been proven by this.
Kids, if you find out the special older man you tied up and accused for murder earlier is actually innocent, you should immediately go set him free and apologize. The poor fellow is probably scared out of his mind and doesn't understand why you did what you did. Other, less compassionate people than you would just leave him there tied up with no one to take care of him.
That's no good.
Finally, the movie picks up the pace a little as the killer decides to stop fucking around and just barge right into the cabin. He lodges a hammer in Elaine's head, but the others return just in time to shotgun the ever-living crap out of it. Vic then reveals to us that the killer was actually Frank, the husband that got burned in the beginning of the movie.
Those of you who had not figured out the killer's identity, please raise your hand. So I can find you and kill you in your sleep for being so stupid!
Vic then goes to sit at his beloved's corpse to mourn her untimely and violent death. When the killer suddenly sits up and throws a magically appearing knife in his back.
Because not one of the other people in the cabin would ever notice the killer getting back up and grabbing a knife. Right.
Just take a look at this. We see him get up, we see him throw the knife, and then we get a front shot of Vic without ever seeing the knife actually go in. That is the cheapest fucking trick I've seen in a long time.
And you know what else? That's not even the end of the movie. There's 5 more minutes of the cops just walking around talking about the case before the credits roll. This movie is beyond terrible. It's incredibly boring, it's edited by an epileptic monkey, it's sexist, and it does not use the honeymoon concept for a goddamn thing. Ugh. Happy fucking Valentine's Day. You know what? I'm gonna go watch something good. Who the hell sent me this thing anyway? Let's see here. Choked on shit and show, will you? Ah, here we go. Signed Harry War. Harry. Harry Warden?